Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. Thank you so much for clicking here, my psychic wonders. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. And if you are someone who is brand new, welcome, welcome. I hope you'll tell me in the comments that you're here and that you are new. We like to be in the comments around here, and so do I. So I would like to get to know you there if it's at all possible. And for those of you who keep coming here, watching and clicking, and look, you guys have had so many views lately, and I just appreciate you so much. It's really important to have this Scorpio energy here, and you know how much I love it, right? Scorpio is my opposite sign. I'm a Taurus sun, and I just love it. So thank you so much for giving your time here and your energy. I appreciate you. All right. We're just going to it's Wild West here. We're just going to throw some oracles, throw some tarot, clarify here and there, and find out what's coming up for you in the week ahead. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Tell me about Scorpio energy. What do we have to tell Scorpio, please, Spirit? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. We have do something different. Look, being pretty direct with you here. If you always did what you always did, you're always going to get what you always got. You got to make a choice here, and you've got to do something different. It's the only way to get out of a cycle that you're not happy with. If you're currently in a cycle and you feel like you're just like going round and round and round and nothing's happening, you just have to do something different to break the cycle. Tell me what else we need to know about the week ahead. Now, what you should know about the week ahead is that it is the eclipse energy, right? The eclipse is on the 8th, which is the Monday, and that's how we're starting our week. Surprise! Do you have your glasses? Because I'm in Canada, and we're only going to see it at about 70% of its glory, but I feel like around Pennsylvania, I think you guys have been saying in the comments, Pennsylvania, Texas, around there, y'all are going to see it 100% there, so hopefully you got your glasses and you'll be taking a look. I hope your weather's good. One more card here for Scorpio. And we have reevaluate your priorities. I just did a reading for Pisces, and they had it in the same spot. So I feel like you are in a process of reevaluation right now as I drop these cards. Now, this reading is for the week ahead, so I feel like though it's already, we're in retrograde energy. It started yesterday. This is the longest retrograde we've had in a while. It's going to go from the 1st to the 21st, and we're going to have at least a week and a half or 2 weeks as the energy subside after that. So we're in retrograde for at least 30 days, regardless, at least 30 days. And I feel like you're already in the reevaluation process because this is a new moon, right? It's a new moon in Aries. It's a fiery new moon, and now we have an eclipse, but the eclipse is ends of things that you didn't need. Maybe there's things that you didn't know you didn't need that might be leaving your life, or habits you had that you no longer will. I feel like you are reevaluating your priorities. Seek hidden treasure and count your blessings. All right, let's get a deck here. All right, tell me about Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're cross-watching, thank you. And why wouldn't you be? Scorpio's delicious. All right, feminine or masculine? I love the energy. All right, here we go. Tell me about do something different, Scorpio. What are you supposed to do that's different? I feel like you're going to be slipping out of some sort of cycle that you've been doing over and over again. So do something different. I think it's telling you to find a new group of friends. And I'm not saying you need to ditch the old ones. I'm saying that you need to find a new group of friends because you need fresh energy. And this is somebody, this is friendship. It's also partnership. It can be in business. It can be at work. It can be just people that you meet in the 3D world, but somebody here is looking up to another here, and we've got people that are all working together toward the same goal. So I want to say that maybe you need to just inject your life with some different friendships. It's not to say that the ones you have are bad, but I want to say that it feels like you do need some fresh energies. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles, please. We do have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it does feel like you're stuck in a cycle. When I see the Nine of Swords, it's like worry happens when we're more focused on the past and the future than we are in the present moment. So the Nine of Swords tells me you are stuck in a cycle. You haven't made the decision to drop the swords yet. It's time for some sort of cycle to end, and I feel like it's time for you to find some new people who will give you new ideas, bring you new opportunities. And we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, it does feel like you already know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It feels like with the Six of Swords energy that you're about to eclipse something from your life. It could be people, it could be a friend, it could be a friend group. It could be someone from your home life, like a cousin or a brother or a sister or a parent, or, it could be really anything, but it feels like you're making some changes in your practical life to do something really different than you usually did. And I think what you're doing with the Six of Swords is that you're gonna cut some things. You're gonna cut yourself out of the chaos and you're gonna move along. Tell me about reevaluating the priorities for Scorpio, please. Tell me about reevaluate your priorities. So what should your priorities be? What are you going to be reevaluating here, Scorpio? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Look, everybody's getting the Wheel of Fortune, it seems. So we do have the Wheel of Fortune. The Five of Cups is in the reverse. I like it. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So I want to say that your reevaluation, the reason why you're feeding out the things that you no longer need in your life is because of the Wheel of Fortune. It is change. What's going on now, you might not like it, right? You're a fixed sign just like me. I don't like to have change pushed upon me either. But I feel like I want to say, again, you're already feeling this energy here. So with the Wheel of Fortune here, we do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Your energy's right there. Things are changing for you, and it is fated. So when an eclipse comes along, you don't really have to manifest. You don't have to do any rituals or anything like that, because it's fate. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and you don't have any control over that. All you have control over is how you're going to react or respond. That's it. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse. I feel like what you're doing is that you're evaluating some priorities that are of the heart space. And I feel like you're like, I'm no longer going to feel guilty about the things that people want me to do, that I can't do, that they expect me to do. The Seven of Cups tells me that it is confusing or overwhelming. And it's like you're trying to pick your priority, right? You're trying to pick the thing that you want to do here. So I feel like this could be heart space things. These could be heartfelt opportunities that come to you. And I feel like everything is changing as it pertains to how you feel about all of the heartfelt opportunities that are coming at you. It feels like you are about to make some decisions that are fated. Maybe you think that it's you, but I feel like it's some energy. It could be a little bit of you as well. But I feel like there's a reevaluation process going on here. Yep. We're all going to get in a fight. I just heard Pink say it in my head. So what? I'm still a rock star. I got my rock moves and I don't need you. That's what she says. So I feel like after a very long time, and looking over details, moving really slowly toward a goal, being patient and really kind of watching people from a distance, I think you're about to make some decisions. And some of those decisions are going to cause conflict. They are, and they're going to cause a few battles, and there's going to be some ego going on. Somebody's going to say something, it's going to be harsh, and you're not going to like it. And you're going to say, back it up, buddy. This is exactly not what I want to deal with right now. So it feels like you're reevaluating your priorities because the Wheel of Fortune is here. What you're doing here, I feel, is like you're feeding out what you don't need. You're deciding not to feel regretful anymore about things that happened in the past, and you're just moving forward in a very fortunate way. Things are about to get really good. So if you've been in a really hard cycle here, I feel like you're going to, this eclipse energy is going to allow you to let go of some things that you were hanging on to from the past. Tell me what else we need to know. We're doing Moonology here. We've got a time to give rather than to take. Do something different. I really feel like it's time for you to give to you. I just want to say, new moon in Virgo, it says, it's time for you to be patient with you. Virgo is the hermit, and we go into hermit mode when we're trying to help the self, look over the self, reevaluate the self, right? And I feel like it's time for you to go inward and pay more attention to you. We have conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. It is a partial moon. It is a new moon, but it does say full moon eclipse. So this is exactly what you're doing around this eclipse energy. So you already might be thinking about this because you don't move quickly. You move slowly and strategically, and you make a plan first, and you watch people and observe, and like it's all about that right now. But I feel like you're about to make some cuts. I want to say probably some quick cuts. Let's clarify a little bit here. Tell me about the time. This time is rather a time to give than to take. I don't think you're going to allow people to take from you anymore, and I think that's what you're doing differently. Because what I do know about this Scorpio energy is that you're a protector. You love to run in and save people. You're down underneath. You're just beautiful and emotional. But I feel like you're putting up some walls here, and you're deciding that it's not what you want to do is not to minister to others, but maybe to minister to yourself. One more. All right. So we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you're going within. When I see the Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, for me, it's I'm going in and evaluating my Pentacle world. So it feels like somebody here has decided I need to go within. And like I said, we have to go within, evaluate the Pentacle world. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, but it is saying that I need to go in and evaluate what's going on in my Pentacle world. What gives me stability? What gives me abundance? How am I dealing with my abundance? And I feel like in the past, you've been giving it away, giving it to people. And it feels like what you're going to do here with the Three of Cups is the Three of Cups and the Nine of Wands. I feel like you're going to celebrate coming to the end of a really tough cycle. And you're doing it by going within here with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and then the Three of Cups here. I feel like you're going to celebrate coming to the end of a hard cycle or hardship. Because I think, Scorpio, that people don't realize about you, because you're sort of under the surface with your emotions. It always depends on what's in your moon and rising. Look, it's not everybody. The sun sign really doesn't have as much to do with anything except your personality. But I'm going to say that I feel like the person I'm connecting to right now is somebody who is all too happy to carry other people's burdens. And I feel like you're at the end of a really hard cycle and you've decided, I can't do this anymore. I can't carry it for people. You're going within with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here. You're going within and you're counting your own pentacles, figuring out what's good for you, figuring out what you need to do for you, how you can get your stability and how you can keep it. Tell me about conclusions are within reach. What kind of conclusions are within reach for Scorpio, please? We have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. We have the Sun. Aha moment. Look at all that. I love that. Awesome. So we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. No more being stuck in your head. Yeah, I feel like things are coming to a conclusion because you are saying, that's it, I'm done. I'm done with it. It feels like you've had some sort of a breakthrough, I want to say, with the Sun here, and you're in a phase of growth. So you are someone who is actually, after this eclipse, I feel like you're going to be in a runaway growth spurt. I want to say that things are going to be growing around you while you are growing spiritually, financially, personally, in your career. I feel like there's a big breakthrough coming on the other side of this, or during this eclipse here, and you're probably already feeling it. The Hanged Man is here. I feel like this Eight of Swords has something to do with the Hanged Man. I do feel like you're trying to get a perspective on what's going on. And so, getting a perspective is making sure that you're not with your own perception, right? And we're trying to look at it from this point of view and that point of view. And this is part of what I said, you're very slow and strategic, and you're kind of hanging there for a bit, feeling a little bit stuck. But I feel like the Sun is going to come, is here to give you a breakthrough. I feel like you are going to have some sort of a realization that it's time for you to get out of your head. It's time for you to move forward here. The Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. All right. Tell me more about Scorpio, please. Tell me more about Scorpio. We have a gateway. You are passing through the gateway, my friend. Whatever is behind you, you're leaving there. I feel like you're stepping into a new day. You're stepping through this portal. You're stepping through this eclipse. And I feel like on the other side of it is a lot of sunshine, a lot of growth, some breakthroughs, some realizations, looking at things with a different perception. A different perspective, I should say. Looking at things with a different perspective here. And the Eight of Swords is in the reverse. So it feels like what you are doing is letting go. And that is exactly what an eclipse is about. You're starting a new cycle here because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and there is a new cycle coming up, which is the new moon in Aries, right? Tell me more. We do have delight. There we go. I like it. So look, this reevaluation period that you're in is so you can do something different. And I feel with this delight card here, it's going to work out fine. It's going to work out. It's all coming up, Scorpio. It's all going to work for you here. But you have to be brave enough to be the one who actually does seek the hidden treasures that are and the blessings that are on the other side of this, right? Look, we've got a unicorn here. I feel like you're going into uncharted territory that you really didn't know that this was here. It's almost like an awakening or a realization with the Hanged Man and the Sun. It feels like you have been in slumber or asleep or stuck in your head and not really paying attention. But I feel like this eclipse is taking things out of your life that were kind of clouding your vision, and you're going to be passing through the gateway. And on the other side, look how beautiful it is, right? I want to say you are the unicorn. I feel like you are of the zodiac. You are the unicorn. Yeah. We have adventures on the bottom of the deck. Let's clarify a little bit here. Tell me about delight, please. What will Scorpio delight in the week ahead, please? I don't know, some of you like to spend your time outside. Maybe you're a camper, you like the cabin. It feels like somebody here is going to take a walk, be by themselves, possibly be within nature. We have the Chariot, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Eight of Swords. We're in a general reading, so the Queen of Cups is your energy. It could be your energy, absolutely, and it still shows you here in the Eight of Swords, but the Eight of Swords is in reverse. I feel like this is pre-eclipse and after eclipse. That's what it feels like here. So we do have Cancer energy here. What I want to say about the Cancer energy and the Chariot is that what's moving really quickly here is you're about to get a lot of balance. The dark and the light horse, right? That's the masculine and feminine energies. And I feel like this eclipse and this new moon is going to set you right. It's going to put you in a balance that you haven't had before. It's going to put you in some sort of a spiritual or psychic balance that you've been trying to strive for, but of having a hard time finding it because of the Eight of Swords. And I think that the Eight of Swords in the upright is telling me that you really don't want to let people go. You don't want to have to disconnect from people, but you have to do something different because you're stuck in some sort of a cycle where you're up in your head. So it feels like this energy is moving quickly, and I think it's boom, moves quickly, and you come to the stage of delight because you have to. It's fated. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Tell me about the gateway, please. What will Scorpio find as they pass through the gateway? We have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Judgment, and the Three of Swords. I'm not allowing anyone to break my heart or disappoint me anymore. And you know, I have actually ended friendships for that reason, because somebody wasn't treating me right. I've actually ended relationships for that reason. Somebody wasn't treating me right, and you know what? I don't want to not like that person. So instead of looking at it as them hurting me, I look at it as I'm not going to allow it anymore. I'm making a decision. I'm not going to allow you to hurt me because it's not because I don't want to get into a place where I don't like you anymore. So I feel like that's what you're going to do here. There's a really big decision coming up for some of you that I'm not going to allow people to get to run amok in my life. I'm not going to allow people to break my heart anymore. The Judgment card, please know that we're already in retrograde, right? We're already in retrograde right now. And so Judgment also could mean that there is somebody who might be coming back around who broke your heart. So take that as it resonates for you. But we do have the Seven of Pentacles, and that is all about picking your path, right? Throwing your seeds of intention and then nurturing whatever it is that you nurture in order to move forward here. So I feel like for some of you, after a long while, somebody is coming back around. And look, if you don't like to hear a reader say that, you might as well just click on the X for the next 30 days because it's retrograde. I'm just saying. So the Judgment card is here. It's Virgo and Pisces energy. And I want to say for some of you, you've just decided as you step through this gateway to this realization here, your realization is about, I'm not going to let people do it to me anymore. I'm actually going to keep boundaries with them so I don't have to get mad at them for being who they are. Because we got to let people be who they are, right? And the only way that we can continually be happy with ourselves is by creating boundaries and not allowing those people to step over those boundaries. And so we move within the boundaries and they move on the outside of the boundaries. We get to let them be who they are. Tell me about what is coming up for Scorpio. Possible outcome here, please. We have the Emperor. Look, you're leveling up. Wow, you are leveling up. Look at that energy. Scorpio, something big is coming up for you. I'm just saying. Look at this energy here. The Emperor, the World card, and the Sun. You're making some major changes. You're closing some major doors. You are, my friend, going to have huge breakthroughs because you're meant to. The World card is here. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy. You're in there, right? And I feel like You will have realizations and breakthroughs about where the doors are that need to be closed. This is a milestone for you. For some of you, it's a milestone, right? You're showing up as the Emperor. I feel like you're getting a software upgrade. I feel like you're going to be leveling up within your energy. I feel like you've been working really hard. You've gained a lot of wisdom. And now you can see with the sun here, which doors need to be closed, which things need to be done. Just done. That's what it feels like. All right. Got the Five of Pentacles on deck. I'm telling you that it is an energy of you leaving some people out in the cold because they're just not contributing to a good place in your life. That's what it feels like. And some of it might be family. I'm just saying. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so much for coming here and watching, Scorpio. I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.